everybody, and welcome back to Northern Lion the Ninja Turtle plays a little bit of Dark Souls 2. A little bit, lot, I'm not totally sure how much Dark Souls 2 we're going to play in this episode. We're in Drangleic Castle. If you've forgotten what happened on the last episode, we beat the Dragon Riders. It wasn't easy, but it's done. And to be honest with you, my reference, or like my amount of familiarity, shall we say, oh my gentle Jesus, what the heck? With Drangleic Castle is pretty low, so I'm gonna do some exploration here, and I'll try to remember just what the heck is going on as I try not to get smashed by these freaking great bows. Just back it up a little bit. I should be able to pancake this dude the same way I've been being a line chef to all the other enemies in this area, and we'll continue onwards. Probably should use some souls to level up, but honestly, it's not a major thing right now. Where the heck where is that archer? Oh, he's up on top. Okay, so we can't, I mean, we can do something about that, but it's going to be cumbersome. So we're going to come down here. I don't know where that door leads. I actually didn't go through that door, that gate, I should say. Might as well rest up. On my off-camera playthrough, but I know that there's a switch if we continue kind of going down in this area here that may be able to solve that riddle for me of what is behind that gate. But for now, don't fall into that pit. That's a danger. I thought that there's like a lever around here. Just give me a second. We should have another boss fight over the course of this episode. I would basically almost guarantee it. Seriously? I don't think I can open that either, yeah. I've seen other crests like that before, but I actually don't know what opens that one specifically, but we'll find out, hopefully, as we make a move here. I'm really amazed that I can't pull on this, but I guess what we're gonna have to do is climb this ladder for now. Hopefully it's not as long as the elevator is, because it is a very, very long elevator trip to the top, but if it is, then we'll just, you know, talk amongst ourselves here. Getting a little low on stamina as I climb this ad infinitum here. Actually, this is not so bad. The elevator takes an even further trip up, I think. So we might have to go through this area first, and then we'll be able to send the elevator down after us. Let me guess, a lot more fights against these, like, pseudo-Ruin Sentinel type dudes here. Should be pretty easy, though. I have to imagine I can probably nearly one-shot them. Probably shouldn't have put myself in a position where I needed to use invincibility frames to succeed there. That's okay, though. I'm really pissed with the durability of this large club, but hopefully it doesn't end up being the kind of thing that really is a thorn in my side as time goes on. Now, obviously, I have to kill at least... Oh, we got a slab there. That is kind of surprising. We have to kill at least a couple of these dudes near this enormous giant here. All three are going to come up here? Okay. So what I'm thinking is that we'll do like that, basically. Okay, try not to die. That's an important part of this whole arrangement as well. We'll Estus quickly. Definitely would not necessarily suggest two-handing this bad boy unless there's only like one enemy near you. Alright, so let's try this again. These guys are going to come by. I think we've already activated the mechanism, and that's all we needed to do. There we go. Not my strongest moment with respect to my play, but at least this thing is now turned. Does it turn more? No, maybe not. Okay. I'm going to pop an old Radiant Life Gem rather than burn another Estus. If you're looking to see the hottest, like, no mistake playthrough in Dark Souls 2, I'm probably not your guy to begin with, so I'm not going to stress out too much over the damage that I took there. Now, I don't think there can be iron lockboxes with mimics in them. That would be pretty devastating. We got an Old Knight Hammer. I like the look of the Old Knight equipment, but the durability is really bad, and that's not something I like to mess with. So we got Katha's Chime, as well as the Soul Greatsword. What is the Soul Greatsword? Should be up here. Or is it a spell? No, it was not a spell. One second here. Broadsword? Okay, these are great swords. Mastodon... Maybe it is a spell. Let me go to my inventory for a second. Soul Greatsword? Could that possibly... It is! It's a sorcery, okay. So we'll never get to use that. Oh well. Let's continue moving on here. This kind of looks like it could be a secret door, but I guess it's not. Always help to check. Hopefully you can hear me pressing the A button, trying to find it. What do we have in here? A couple Mastodons. Oh, I remember this area now. Okay. This is, it's an annoying area. There's not really two bones about that, or two ways about that. We've got some Mastodons here, as well as some Tower Shield dudes. But the big problem is that we have archers up at the top. And they are going to be the largest pain in the ass for us by far. Now, what I want to do is kind of like bait them both into shooting, ideally. If I can actually get This is dangerous because they could aggro me. The other ones could aggro me, but I was kind of defended by that pillar. I was hoping that I could just get the backstab animation on that guy there, but no such luck. That's okay. You're going to throw out your sword and then put it away, which seems like a very dubious kind of tactic to me, but that's okay. We'll now get behind this, and I can't remember if one of these bad boys is a mimic as well. Take a shot. Thank you. We'll just hit it first. It's not. Don't want to make it into rubbish by accident, so just wait for these guys to shoot. That's good. Stay smart, stay tactical, and see what we have. Oh, God! Okay. That seems real fair. It was a crossbow that exploded in like 8 different directions, and it gave us 10 fire great arrows, which I have to imagine probably super useful if you're planning some kind of archery character, but I'm not, so they're not going to be that important for my overall success, I'd say. Oh, they both just recently fired, so I think I might be able to get the jump on this guy and pancake him. Oh, luckiest roll of all time. And there we go, finish the job. Kind of had to deal with some shitty targeting there, but that's okay. And managed not to get hit there. Much to my surprise, we'll let our stamina replenish a little bit and finish the job. Large club, you know, it takes a while to actually work. But when it does work, it works very, very well. I think we have it at plus 10 by now as well. And we got Firestorm, which I'm guessing, again, is a Pyromancy, which I probably won't be able to use on this character. But good news for those of you who are enjoying me doing the playthrough here. And especially those of you who are waiting for the game to come out on PC. I'm planning on doing another playthrough on PC in all likelihood. And I'm planning on doing like a, maybe not a Pyromancer character, but like a Faith and Int character. So it would be like a Sorcerer combined with a like a cleric sort of. So big Mastodon Man scares the bejesus out of me. Yeah, okay, his shield's pretty strong. I know the feeling. I don't want to accidentally have to deal with those other like tower knights over there. That was bad targeting on my part. They're not actually that tanky with respect to HP. I should be able to kill them. I mean, they're tanky, but it's not like a boss basically. So we'll be able to kill this guy without aggroing any of his little companions, which is very nice. I think on my off-camera play, and this will surprise nobody, I just ran through this guy. So this works a little better. Wonder if I can use like a poison throwing knife to just aggro one of them. I could probably get poison buildup if I can get this by his shield. I mean, it's not like I'm ever going to use these poison throwing knives for anything else. Let's give this the old college try. This is an absolute waste. These guys, incredible discipline, you have to admit. Like, seriously? They have a lot of, oh, there we go. Finally. And of course, they're both going to aggro at once now. I think. The AI in Dark Souls 2 is a lot better about not being kited. And that's not true for all enemies, but it is true for these enemies. Wow, that went bad quickly. Let's go back to Estus and, well, S-dis, where S is sip, not anything gross. And we'll try a pancake here, and that got it done. Okay. So I lost a little bit of HP there, and I haven't been very good about my Estus in general, but again, keep in mind that in Dark Souls 2, bonfires are pretty easy to come by, so I'm not worried about that too much. We'll open up this door if we can. I believe we should be able to. And there may be a... Okay. I was going to say there may be a bonfire out here. I just want to make sure there's not more enemies. No, it's just the one sentinel, I guess. So we're going to take care of Babar here. I seem to be hearing, like, more armor, but I think it's just because, like it sounds like footsteps. But I think it might just be because, you know, he's got, like, a lot of moving parts involved in his character here. That should do it. How many souls do we get for that? Like 1,500? 1,000? Something like that? That's pretty good. And does this actually open up the area where we were at earlier? Oh, where there was that gate blocking us. I can't remember, but that architecture would seem to make sense in a very Dark Souls-y kind of way. Repair powder times 5 is awesome. Now, I want to, like, destroy this Bastila. I guess I can't. I'm really wary about walking in front of this thing. You know, what do you think? Those aren't loaded, so I'm not too scared, but I almost think that if I pull this lever, then it will, you know, cause problems for me. We got an Estus Flash Shard as well, which is great because we still only have... Oh, we have 5, I think. So that'll take us up to 6. I don't think we need, like, a Rite of Kindling or anything like that to get that high, but I did beat the game with only 5, so I guess I didn't open this last time. So I guess that's just going to be a shortcut that we can take from the other bonfire, which is nice. I'm glad to have that because there is a boss fight approaching soon, and it's a boss fight that people are going to be reasonably familiar with. Can I can't open that? I'm confused then. This is where we came out. Maybe this is not the way that we go to get to that boss fight that I was thinking of. Maybe I just did all this for basically no reason at all. I must be missing a doorway somewhere or something, though. Well, I think you take the elevator up to the roof, basically. But again, I apologize for kind of being a little bit aimless, but at least we've accomplished something here. But yeah, my knowledge of Drangleic Castle is not particularly strong. I ran through this area very, very quickly when I played through it myself, and, oh, there we go. That's what it is. And I was just kind of hoping that muscle memory would kind of carry me the rest of the way here. This actually appears to not really be the right way to go, but, we can kill a few of these archers at least. Again, pancaking like we're a line cook. Kind of reminds me of, like, killing the lightning demons. Just take this guy out instead, if possible. Ooh, wow, he really came to his buddy's aid quickly there. Of killing the lightning demons on Anne Orlando. You know, we could knock them off the edge if I had, like, force or something like that, but I don't have force or anything like that. Alright, 2 down. 1 Estus to go. I really would love to get the backstab animation, but that apparently is impossible. Oh, Jesus, I didn't know you could just punch me. This is the first time I've ever actually seen that one in action. Oh, so these are the archers that were there before. That's the way we came up. I swear to you, I will solve this riddle. I think I actually just have to get the, I have to get the elevator, so we're gonna come back down here. We know that we can get back down here very quickly if we need to. Don't lose 45,000 souls, ideally. Just kind of walk through here, and there's a bonfire very, very close by. We'll rest up, and again, what's the smart idea? Smart idea is definitely go back to Majula and turn these 46,000 souls into something, but I'm not necessarily the smartest man. If I lose the souls, well, shit happens. Okay, so I guess by doing, like, one of the things that we did, we caused the elevator to come back here, which is good news, I guess. It's nice. We are approaching a boss fight, and I don't want to spoil unnecessarily what the boss is. We'll talk about it once we actually get in there. It's a long way up to the top here. So I guess we did have to do that stuff that we were doing. Okay, 1 second. Sorry about that. As you may have heard, the mail delivery person was here, and I had to go get the mail. It's part of being a responsible adult who doesn't just let their shit go outside. And what's up with this guy, right? Kind of freaking me out. You can get an item called the Key to the Embedded, and that will actually cause him to, well, you can free him if you're interested in that sort of thing. If you like to unleash nightmares, then by all means. I forgot what items we get here. The Key to King's Passage. That's an important item. I forget what we use that for. We got the Soul Vessel and a Fire Seed. We've already had the Soul Vessel, but I guess this is the second place to get it. And, additionally, we will receive Strong Magic Shield, which I believe is not actually a shield. I believe that's a sorcery. If I go back to my sorceries. Yes. Alright. So we can't use those, but that's okay. I thought that there was something else up here, but I may be mistaken. Let me just look at the description for a second. This is how you know I'm not going through a walkthrough or anything like that. The Key to King's Passage. The Key to King's Passage in Drangleic Castle. Yeah, nothing else that we have is useful, so, I guess that we are just going to, go back down, unless I'm missing part of an elevator or something like that. I really thought that this was the way that we go, but sure, we'll come back down and we'll see if, there was definitely a door that I was unable to open on the way up. That might be, our necessary path there. I swear to God, like, I did not have nearly this much trouble finding my way around Drangleic Castle the first time I played the game off camera. I don't know why it's actually... Maybe I've just, like, blocked it out from my memory that it was tricky, but we've opened up that shortcut, so I'm going to assume that it's out that way. I vaguely remember fighting some giant hippopotamus, and then the boss, but it's possible, I guess, we might not even see a boss in this episode, which is kind of surprising. Oh, is it just this door? Alright, well that's done then. Disregard that, I've figured out what I'm supposed to do. This area is gonna scare the crap out of me in King's Passage here. There's an item on the side here. I don't think I got this the first time I played. Oh, it's just an alluring skull. How cute from Software of you to do that. So I believe that these guys come to life as we walk by. At least a few of them do. And they luckily die in a couple of hits of the large club, it looks like. So we're just gonna play it as cool as cucumbers can. Hey, that was actually really helpful. We won't pick up any items yet. We'll just again... Oh, jeez. We'll just continue the pancaking here. And we're probably not going to need all the Estus we have for this boss, so I don't mind using more. I don't think the bosses raid through this, though, but I may be mistaken. And if you've been following... Oh, another slab. Wow. Lucky me. If you've been following or followed Dark Souls 2 coverage prior to the game actually coming out, I think this boss will probably look a little bit familiar to you. That's me spoiling it, I guess. Still no backstab on that, much to my chagrin, but that's okay. If we only have large club plus 9, one thing's for sure, we'll be able to get it to plus 10 just by virtue of all the freaking slabs we're picking up. So this may or may not be a boss fight. Let's go through the door and find out. It is. Okay, so this is the Looking Glass Knight. He was also known as maybe the Mirror Knight in some of the coverage of the game prior to release. And what's really weird, and like you have to admire From Software for this, this was actually the boss of the game at like, or sorry, not the boss of the game, but the boss that they showed and allowed people to play with at the various conventions they went through to, like Eurogamer and stuff like that. Which just strikes me as fucking crazy that a boss that's like 75% of the way through the game, they're like, yeah, that's what we're gonna show you. So for anyone who's concerned about spoilers, you don't have to worry about me. You gotta worry about From Software actually spoiling their own game for you. Now, Looking Glass Knight, I can't really tell you too much about him because the first time I played, I actually beat him on the first try. So, you know, my expectation of him is that he's not that difficult. One thing that supposedly is a Looking Glass Knight mechanic that's super cool, if it's true, is that he does this move where he puts his shield down in front of him. I should get out of the way of this one. He does this move where he puts his shield down in front of him, and then he summons, like, minions to come out, and you have to fight them. And they're relatively strong minions as well. But apparently, if you were playing online, which we're not, but if you are playing online, he will actually summon players to come out of his shield, which is just really freaking cool, if that's actually how it works. We're gonna see him summon a couple of the Looking Glass minions here. He's nearly dead. I'm just gonna Estus up quickly. Should have done it rather than attacking, but that's okay. And the Looking Glass minions, they hurt, man. So does that enormous lightning attack. Yeah, we should get our shield up. And maybe Estus again. Looking Glass Knight is almost dead, but I do want to take out the minions if possible. See if we can get a... If I could get a backstab, that would actually have given me, like, invincibility, which is what I was looking for. Oh, this is bad. Okay. We should be fine, but... I didn't really roll through it as well as I wanted to, but we should be able to get his health down before he does the shield thing again. Unless he's going to do it right now. Thankfully, no. In terms of, like, his attacks, I don't think he's that bad. I probably shouldn't have done the animation for healing as early as I did, but it worked out, so that's okay. And, oh, okay, lightning again. Actually proving to be much more difficult than he was the first time I fought him. Oh, so slow to get the shield back sometimes. We're going to pop this old Radiant Life Gem and then just play it cool until our health comes back. Which could take a while here. But on the bright side, he's not really doing too much in the way of attacking for me either. So, kind of just want him to throw his shield down again. Don't do the lightning attack. Oh, okay. Or, that's what I said. Do the lightning attack exclusively. Okay, he's not dead, apparently. Much to my surprise. But luckily, the Radiant Life Gem's doing its work. Alright, this should finish the job. Oh, I hit the shield! That would have been devastating if I died there. There we go. Okay, so that was definitely more touch and go than I would have liked. But we won regardless. So, we get the Looking Glass Knight Soul. And yeah, I'm impressed with people that were able to beat the game kind of sight unseen. Or not beat the game, obviously, but beat the Looking Glass Knight sight unseen playing it at like Eurogamer or E3 or something like that. That's kind of freaking crazy. I'm really impressed with your skills if you were one of the people that was able to do that. And I hope you enjoy your Dark Souls 2 t-shirt that I think you earned as a result of that. But at least we got that boss down, and we'll open the door here. Or open the chest, iron lockbox, whatever you want to call it. And inside, we find a Spell Quartz Ring, a Bonfire Ascetic ×3, which is actually amazing, and a Soul Bolt. So lots of kind of like late-game sorceries, I guess, we're picking up right now. Is there not a chest over here? There's not. So we'll just step on this, and I believe we have a new area opening up to us now. This might end up being a little bit on the short side for Dark Souls 2 episodes, but, you know, to supplement that somewhat, we'll probably go back to Majula and do something with our freaking souls now. 85,000 is something that I don't want to lose for sure. And that's it for Drangleic Castle, but we're entering one of the most hellish areas of the game, bar none, coming up next. And it's the area of the game, for Dark Souls 1, everyone complains about Blighttown. They say, oh, Blighttown's annoying, and the frame rate's bad. This is the area in Dark Souls 2 that people are going to be saying this about, if they have not started saying it already. If you ever see people that are on, like, a subreddit, and they're like, or not a subreddit necessarily, but like on Twitter or something, and they're like, goddamn sorcerer ladies in the water, I can't get by. That's what we're about to encounter. And yeah, it's a real pain in the butt, especially if you have very poor magic defense, which we do, because we're basically like entirely built to be a physical defense character here. So here we are. This is the Shrine of Amana. Probably my least favorite area in the game from a like difficulty standpoint. It's real hard. Also, as soon as you talk to the queen, you can see all of the bonfires that you should have, all the ones that you've missed. Like we're missing 3 in Shrine of Amana right now because we just got here. We ended up missing 1 in Drangleic Castle as well. I didn't know that. And look, there's like 2 areas of the game we just haven't even discovered yet, which is kind of amazing. But in any case, you can also see what else is left, but it's all kind of burned out, so you can't really see. But yeah, not too much left in the whole scheme of things. Although, you know, the gutter is over here, Shrine of Amana is over here. What did it take, like 10 episodes for us to get from the gutter to Shrine of Amana? So maybe there's another 10 episodes in there. But anyway, we're gonna go back to Majula here. And the reason is, with 85,000 souls, I gotta do something, right? We could level up probably vitality and endurance at this point. We don't really need to level up anything else. We could level up adaptability. I know a lot of people are doing, you know, ADP runs. ADP runs, it increases the amount of iframes you have. ADP runs, you drink Estus twice as fast. Beats me. I haven't really found a good use for it. Oh, right. I mean, I shouldn't say that I don't like it, but I haven't really prioritized adaptability, and I've managed to do okay for myself despite that. So, good. Our Estus has kind of gone up here. I just want to see if maybe I can reinforce some stuff. I mean, we have enough Titanite that I think it's, he just phased into existence there. I think it's okay to reinforce some stuff. Maybe are we wearing rings here? How many rings are we wearing? We're wearing 4 rings. Is there a chance that I would want to take one of these off? Covetous Gold, Serpent Ring, Ring of Binding. These are all good. Ring of Steel Protection. Hey, it's probably like as good as Ring of Restoration, so I don't need to go out of my way to get that, I'd say. Let's talk to this guy again. I was just seeing if I wanted to repair Ring of Restoration, but I don't really. So, let's see if we can reinforce anything. I cannot reinforce my club. I can reinforce my tower shield, which just makes it... Not only does it do more damage, but it does get like an extra 1.5% magic block, and all of its resistances go up a little bit. So, you know, if we're going to stick with the shield for the whole game, I might as well just use my Titanite to kind of go to town on it. That's useful to some extent. We have now Tower Shield plus 7. It's very nice. I have 13 Titanite shards, so if I'm like dead set on an armor piece, maybe Vengarl's Helm, I could... Oh, these take Twinkling Titanite. What about the Ironclad armor? This takes Titanite shards. It scales with strength as well. That's weird. I didn't realize that armor could do that as well, but yeah, we'll... Wait a minute. It moved over here. Okay. We'll reinforce with our Titanite shards. Why not, right? It gives us some extra defense, which is important. And we still have 74,000 souls, which is an awful lot. Now, is there anybody else over here that we could do something with? I mean, there's this guy over here. Macduff, I believe, is his name. We'll see if I'm correct about that. This guy's named Gilligan. My mistake. We can set up a ladder with Gilligan. And what this will allow us to do is basically get to like the bottom of the hole. I'm just going to give him 12,000 souls. So he can put this ladder down there. And you can watch this tiny little cutscene. So if you pay 12,000, Gilligan's ladder goes way, way down, which is nice. You can also buy stuff from him. He's got some armor on him. I don't know how he acquired it. He also has a ladder miniature Yeah, like he's got this black leather armor. He's got a ladder miniature. I have no idea what this does, so I never buy it. Does he have... He has unlimited aromatic ooze, which is pretty nice. And unlimited bleeding serum, but we're not going to buy anything from him there. We just set up the ladder because, you know, why not, right? So I guess we'll go back and we'll just level up at this point. I don't want to buy any pyromancies or any, oh, no, wait. Don't you have ore stone for sale now? You might have large titanite. She has unlimited large titanite. That's awesome. And we could infuse our weapons, but not until I actually talk to like a blacksmith. So why don't we just buy like 6? That'll take a quarter of our souls, and we might be able to reinforce our carapace a little bit more as a result of that. So reinforce, and we'll go to armor, and we should be able to kind of go to town here. Then we need chunks, but we don't have chunks. But that's okay. We got like an extra 3rd defense, just physical, along with other stuff as a result of that. So I'm okay with that use of souls. Upgrading equipment typically beats upgrading your actual character. So now that we've exhausted our souls doing other stuff, let's level up 3 times. It's not that exciting, I guess. And we'll put all of that into endurance. Extra stamina, very important when you're wielding a weapon as heavy as I am. But in any case, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Dark Souls 2. We actually did accomplish some stuff. Let's go down to the Shrine of Amana and start to hate my life in the next episode. If you did enjoy the episode, make sure to click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. As always, thanks for watching. Thanks for your support on the series so far. I'll see you next time.